If you've been with us for any period of time, you know that a high-value man is the person who does not waste his time on things that do not increase his worth. This is a big hint as to why many high-value men in today's society ignore women. Today's video is for both the guys and the girls. If you're a woman and you don't understand why every guy you see potential in isn't interested in you, then you're going to want to stick around. And for the guys who are of high worth and aren't interested in the modern woman and just can't place a finger on why, this video will help you to verbalize the thoughts of your subconscious. Welcome to Knowledge Forum for Doers. This is the place where modern high-value men come to get inspired. Let's not beat around the bush. Here are 8 reasons why high-value men ignore women. Number 1. Their standards are through the roof, but they don't match up. If you ask any woman what they look for in a man, you're going to get a pretty long list of close to unattainable standards like not shorter than 6'4", earning at least 6 figures, young and attractive. But if you look at any girl with standards like this, they most definitely do not match up. They are plain at best and still live with the appearance. Newsflash, people usually date those who are in a similar class to them. So even if the perfect guy who is young, rich, and attractive crosses your path, you can be certain he won't even give you a second glance. I mean, if you won't settle for less, why should he? High-value men are acutely aware of this. They won't end up with someone who doesn't match up to their worth. Number 2. All most women want to do is take. It's either they want money to do their hair, eat lunch at a fancy restaurant, or to go get a wardrobe change. All most modern women care about is what material benefits they can gain from unsuspecting men. Gone are the days when women actually cared about the spiritual, emotional, or physical growth of their partners. They parried under terms like feminism, which helps them escape liability and bring anything to the table. Yet they don't expect men to skip out on any of their duties, or else they'll be termed toxic men. However, high-value men don't care about what other people think about them, so the moment he realizes that all a girl ever does is take, he'll run away from that relationship faster than Usain Bolt at a 100-meter dash. Regardless of what anyone thinks about him, this is one major reason why high-value men ignore women. Number 3. Most women don't talk about the things that are important. Most of the time, all you hear from women are nails, shoes, the latest celebrity gossip, and everything else that doesn't really matter. They are the agents of society which seeks to lower the collective human intelligence by overexposing us to media and entertainment to make us more docile and ultimately more willing to buy stuff without careful consideration. This is why they are always on social media or talking about social media. The high-value man, in his pursuit of knowledge, quickly recognizes this and does one of 2 things. Either he tries to enlighten her and engage her with the things that actually matter like success and self-improvement, or he ignores her and focuses on his own journey and growth. The first method is less effective and usually backfires, as the girl may begin to claim that he is self-centered and only talks about the things he's interested in. So more often than not, the second option is the safest bet. Number 4. They do not understand the male and female dynamics. Ages ago, our ancestors came up with a dynamic that was the most effective and efficient way to go through life. Males, being bigger and stronger, went out so they could provide for their family unit, and women stayed back and took care of the home and made sure that the males were comfortable. This was the case because this dynamic worked. No one's job was more important than the other because they both needed each other to survive. Modern women don't get that. They think it's condescending and degrading when men think that it's better for them to stay back and care for the home and family. They want to do everything that a man does, even though different jobs are suited for different genders. Eventually, they end up not performing well at those roles they insisted on doing, and then blame it on the man. A woman who understands the male and female dynamics is instantly more attractive to a high-value man. This is something to take note of. Number 5. Most women try to hinder the high-value man's pursuit of worth. This may seem like an exaggeration, but it's not. How many times have you seen a girlfriend get angry that her boyfriend spends too much time at the gym, or that he's always grumpy when he has to follow her shopping instead of being on his computer? The things the high-value man spends his time on are tasks that will help him accomplish his long-term goals and gain more worth. And any woman who gets upset when a man is consistently performing these tasks and tries to hinder him can't take a high-value man and will eventually get left behind. However, women who understand how important the pursuit of worth is and let their men do what he has to do will be deeply appreciated and will be held onto, because men know that women like that are hard to find. Number 6. They try to take the place of his mother. For a responsible man, there is nothing quite as irritating as this right here. Mothers tend to sacrifice so much for their children and make sure that they can give life their best shot. A man who was raised properly will never forget this. This is why taking care of his mother is always super high on his list of priorities. This doesn't mean that you're not high on his list of priorities if you're partners. Two things can be important to him at the same time. But once he discovers that you don't respect his mom and are actively trying to take her place in his life, you're out. No one can take the place of a loving mother. You should understand this fact, and instead of trying to take over her position, try to get close to her and treat her with kindness and respect. Trust us, if you have his mother's approval, then you have his. Hi there, just a quick break. If you're enjoying today's content, why not give us a like? You can also tell us what you like and what areas we should improve on down in the comment section. If you don't want to miss any of our videos, then hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you'll be notified anytime we upload a new video. Thanks for sticking with us, we really appreciate it. Now let's get back to the video. They are mediocre and don't pursue value. If you know a high-value man, then you know they hate being average. But something that they hate even more are people who are content with being average. They don't pursue greatness. They're okay with being brainwashed and fed the opinions of others without even trying to discover their own stance and values. They scroll on TikTok and Instagram for hours, and they don't even try to see contents that will enrich them positively. Women like that are a dime a dozen in today's world, and high-value men stay as far away from them as physically possible. Finally, number 8. They seek to change high-value men for the worse. One of the most important reasons why high-value men tend to ignore women is because not only are they content in their mediocrity, they seek to make others average as well. They'll begin to suggest things to dull your effort and progress, like, hey, why don't you relax and watch a movie instead? Or, you worked too hard, how about you take another break? Bit by bit, you'll find yourself indulging in more meaningless gossip or conversation, and all the work you've put into increasing and maintaining your worth will go down the drain. You'll find that you're less alert than you used to be, or that you're gaining a lot more weight. If you don't realize what's happening fast enough, you'll be back to square one, and more often than not, the girl will break up with you because you were not the guy she decided to date anymore. High-value men will stay away from such needless hardship and will instead invest their energy in people who push them to constantly improve in any sphere they find themselves in. And that's it. 8 reasons why high-value men ignore women. If there's anything you should take away from this video, it should be this. Focus on yourself, your dreams, your goals, and aspirations. Build yourself brick by brick and put all your energy and drive into being the best version of yourself. And when you've done that and are now successful, women will flock to you like a bee to flowers. Now you can take your pick. Hopefully you've been paying attention and you pick a woman who will help you grow even further rather than pull you back. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we hope we'll see you again. Bye now.